This is Baiken from the Guilty Gear series. Now say hi, Baiken.
I like what you're packing.
Close enough. And I gave myself 1 month to take her from unranked to Diamond 1. And with 2.0 coming out when I started this challenge, I thought this is gonna be very easy. And I was really wrong. Now let me get into what kind of character Baiken is before I tell you guys how the 1 month went. On the Guilty Gear game, whenever you hover over Baiken, they would say she's a balanced character and 5-star ease of use. Now you may be wondering, what does balance even mean? It means that the character has very easy moves to use and can be picked up very easily. And is any of that true? No, it isn't. Baiken has very hard moves to use, and she's not 5-star ease of use at all. If she was 5-star ease of use as I say, it wouldn't have taken me almost a month to get her to Diamond. Now, let me tell you exactly what kind of character Baiken is. Baiken is mainly a rushdown character in my opinion. She does have some good moves that she can poke you from afar with, like her far slash, her 2H, or 2S and all that, but I say she really excels at being in your face. Because when she's right in your face, she has an instant overhead with TKO Zanzen, and has some really good frame traps, so if you're mashing on her block strings, you're cooked. And she has tether, so if you even want to try and backdash and escape, you can't. She'll pull you right back in. So yeah, I would define Baiken as a rushdown character that has some really good mid-range pokes. So with that out of the way, let's get into how the first week went with Baiken. So week 1 was kind of a mess, I'm gonna be honest, because this is exactly the day after the patch dropped, you know, so everybody is dooming about their characters. There's nothing happening in the Discord mains besides people saying, oh, the character's bad. So what did I do? I played ranked, got to gold 3, and I started reading up on her dust loops and looking up other stuff. And after I started reading up on the dust loop, I asked a question in the Discord main, and they were like, everything on there is outdated. And I looked at that message wondering, what do I do now? So I started asking questions, and then I realized that her throw Okis still exists, so I started watching videos on how to do that. And the entire first week was just learning all her throw Okis, and I'm not gonna lie, they're all so cool. I also learned how to do TKO Zanzen because that's apparently a very important part of Baiken's game plan. Yes, that instant overhead right there is important because it makes every close-up interaction with her deadly. Here, let me show you real quick. Now look at my beautiful queen Baiken right there. Say hi again, Baiken. Good enough. Now Baiken's gonna show you guys what happens if she gets a close slash or a standing kick off in your face. Before she does it though, I want you to guess what happens. Is she gonna do A, a low, B, another mid, or C, an overhead, or D, you don't know. Now if you said anything but overhead, congratulations, you're wrong. So yeah, Baiken could just do an instant overhead off of moves like these. And this isn't something just special to her. A lot of characters actually do have instant overheads in this game. I'll go over my favorite one with my main Johnny. But wait, I can't talk about Johnny? Ah, that makes sense as a Baiken video. My bad guys, I was just informed I can't talk about him. Let's move on to week 2. Week 2 was the hardest week for me, to be honest, because this week I was learning how to play neutral with Baiken, and it was very hard to get used to it because I'm coming from characters where I could just do a neutral skip and win neutral. You know, I could just do DLPRC with Johnny, I could do out of repair for Elfel. Dizzy doesn't have a neutral skip, but she controls the neutral with the fish, you know? So not having anything to control the neutral or to skip the neutral very easily was kind of confusing and hard. But it didn't take me too long to understand how to play her in neutral correctly. Here's what I found out. At first, I wasn't using her tools correctly. I wasn't using Far Slash and H Kabari as much as I should have been. As well, on top of that, 2S had a buff and I really haven't been using it to its full ability. When I figured out that these moves right here are really good, I started to use them more and it's been working out in neutral. And my favorite one to go to is H Kabari because this one has a little vacuum effect so I can bring him in closer. Also, I really love how I could just do Far Slash, standing heavy attack into H Kabari over and over again to people's faces and they don't know what to do. But yeah, that's one thing I learned. Another thing I learned is instant air dash JS is a really good thing to use with her sometimes. And yes, it does lose to 6 speed consistently, but if people don't react to it, I could be right in their face and do a Yozanzen right after to catch them lacking. And lastly, this is something you shouldn't be doing. It's a waste of meter, but I love to do this to scare people. It's if I have 50 meter, I like to do dash in, BRC, and do Yozanzen, because it sends you quite far and catches people off guard sometimes, especially in air-to-air interactions. I love doing it. So after labbing all that stuff out, I did take a day break to watch some Baiken gameplay, some high level one on the replay channels, and some Lord Knight to get a better understanding as well. And that did help me quite a bit. And after I felt a little bit more comfortable playing around in neutral, I went back into ranked, and guess what? I hit Plat 2 this week. I was really proud of myself for hitting Plat 2 so quick with Baiken because it was very hard when I tried this with Mei. But to me, it felt like Baiken was just so much easier to play compared to Mei because she's a charge character and I have to worry about that stuff. So maybe that's why I felt so much easier. But the neutral part was harder for sure. Now let's move on to week 3. Week 3 was gonna be another challenge for me because this week I was figuring out how to learn 3 special moves with Baiken. Those 3 moves being parry, tatami, and tether. The hardest one being parry. In my opinion, this move is very hard to understand because there's 3 different versions of it. And here, I'm gonna break it down real quick. This one we're gonna call get the hell off of me parry. This one's basically just a get off of me parry. You do 60 damage, you knock him away at distance, you get nothing off of this. This parry kind of really sucks. They kept nerfing it as well. This is kind of like the worst move in her kit, to be honest. The next parry being the far range parry. This one just straight up negates damage and it makes the opponent guard crush if they do certain moves from distance. And lastly, the most difficult parry to use and the coolest one, the guard cancel parry. Or what I like to call it, the screw your block string. This one you activate while you're in block stun, and if you do it correctly, you basically put the opponent in guard crush, and guess what? It's your turn after. You can do a lot of cool things by doing the guard cancel into a dash, escabari, and guess what? They're tethered, and it's a guess for their life. It's very hard to do though, but the reward for it is insanely high. Next up is gonna be tether, this being one of the most confusing things I've seen in this game. Once Baiken either does a throw or escabari, you guys are tethered, and what this does is that it constantly pulls you guys towards each other. And this can make some janky stuff happen sometimes. Here, take a look. For the life of me, I can't explain why this works or how this happens, but I saw LK do it, so I just took it. Thank you, LK. So yeah, tether just makes some interesting interactions happen sometimes. And lastly, we have tatami, and to be honest, I still don't understand how to use this correctly. I feel like the really good use is to just use it for safe jump setups and to use it when I'm doing the end of a block string. And outside of that, I can't tell you why backdash tatami is really good, but I do it because I see other people do it. I just can't tell you why it's good though. But if I had to make up a reason on the spot, I think it's because the projectile's falling down and that's what makes it good. So now with these 3 special moves out of the way, which one do you guys think was the easiest to learn? If you said tatami, you are wrong. I still think this is hard. I think tether was the easiest thing to learn because the jank is so easy to find everywhere and people like to share tech with the tether. And outside of using tatami for safe jumps, I rarely do backdash tatami because I just don't feel comfortable doing it. Because it's not an easy thing to do with tatami. You have to do a super jump backdash and I can't consistently get down on my stick. But tether jank is so easy. And lastly, the hardest thing really is still the parry. I still don't use that at all. I still have to lab it out against every character and see where there's a good spot to use the guard cancel parry. But if I have to do it on the spot, I know multi-hitting moves are really a good place to do it. So for example, Slayer, Far Slash, Venom 2D, Venom 2H, Venom Close Slash, yeah, those ones, they're multi-hitting moves, so it's good to use it there. Anyway, that's what I was doing all of week 3, guys. Let's move on to week 4 now. Here we are now, finally, the final week of this challenge. And to be honest with you guys, me talking about this week is going to be very short. And you may be wondering why, and that's because I learned nothing new this week, to be honest, besides one new throw oki setup. And it wasn't even something new I learned, it was just getting it down consistently. And that was just the corner steal that Baiken has. And you don't even have to use it as a corner steal, you can use it as a side switch off a throw oki. But yeah, that's the only real thing I was practicing this week. Other than that, I was on rank daily, hoping to get Diamond 1, grinding it out. There was a lot of tilt queuing near the end of this week, to be honest with you guys. I really wanted Diamond 1 so badly. It's something I need to work on still. I was getting so mad. Now with that out of the way, let's see if you guys can guess what rank I got. Drum roll, please. For the people that said Diamond 1 and fully believed in me, guess what? You got it right. Your boy actually got Diamond 1 with Baiken like he said he would. And I know this isn't anything crazy to people, but listen, Diamond 1 is something big for me when learning a character in 1 month. So for the people that say it's not something hard to do, good for you. You try hard, okay? Listen, I'm still trying to get better at this game. Anyway, let's move into the outro because there's a couple people I want to thank. The people I want to thank is everybody in the Baiken main Discord that was helping me out. Thank you guys. Thank you to Hero in the Minnesota FGC Discord. That's my man right there. He was helping me out on learning Baiken the whole way. Shout out to the people that pulled up to my Twitch chat while I was live doing this challenge as well, helping me out. You guys were really helpful when I was playing. Getting tips mid-match really helped me out in understanding the character. And thank you for watching this video as well. Without you guys, I really wouldn't be making these videos or doing these challenges. Well, maybe I would be doing the challenges. I would love to learn every character in Strive. They're all fun. Besides Asuka, I'm never buying him. But yeah, guys, anyway, that's it for this month's challenge. I'll see you next time when I do Unica. Peace.